Hey guys, sorry to like it is the passing of the wife of Gregg Popovich, Erin Popovich, at 67 years of age during their series against the Golden State Warriors is going to be a major clue of what's going to come for this year's NBA Finals. It was Erin Popovich, the wife of Gregg Popovich, dead at 67 years of age during April the 18th. Her age of death of 67 years old at the wake of this current 2-0 lead for the Warriors against the San Antonio Spurs is going to be a major clue of what's going to come for this year's NBA Finals. Her age of 67 years old and the number 67 in relation to the coach of the other side of the court, which is Steve Kerr. It was Steve Kerr in the Golden State Warriors that won 67 regular season games during both of their two NBA titles under Steve Kerr. During this current series, the death of Erin Popovich at the age of 67 years old, in my view, is going to be a major clue of what's going to come for this year's NBA Finals. The number 67 in relation to the Warriors' 67 regular season wins under their two NBA titles is all going to be a major sign of what's going to come for the rest of this NBA playoffs. In gematria, it is Erin that equals 46. LeBron's 46 points the other night. LeBron's interview asking him the question about the death of Erin Popovich. You know, it's just all secreted by our media, by the numbers, as it is. As I've said before, the Boston-Philadelphia narrative for the NBA Finals, right? The Warriors used to play in Philadelphia. It is Boston that equals 22. April the 18th, 4 plus 18 equals 22. 107 prior days in the year. Gregg Popovich has 106 losses. He really has 107 if you include Erin Popovich. This is just very tough right now for the Spurs during their playoff race. You hate to see this happen to anyone, so it's just very emotional for anyone around in the game. But going back to the number 43, the amount of time from her death to the start of the NBA Finals is 43 days. The fact that it is champion in gematria that equals 43. The fact that the number 67 already is heavily connected to the Golden State Warriors. There really is a lot of symbolism with the death of Gregg Popovich's wife, and it's no coincidence that we had the Kevin Durant repeat narrative in ABC. The owner, the parent company of ESPN, they interviewed Kevin Durant, and they showed you guys his message for the NBA and for Gregg Popovich and his grieving family on both sides, his side and his wife's side. So I think this is all a huge sign of what's going to come for the Golden State Warriors and for the NBA, really, for this year's NBA Finals. And I want you to notice, too, that it would be 1 month and 13 days from the death of Erin Popovich to the start of the NBA Finals. The number 113 is very significant because Kevin Durant, the man winning the three-peat, wins the NBA title in gematria. When I spell this out correctly, equals 113. The Warriors scored 113 points their first playoff game. The Boston Celtics, I think, scored 113 points in their first or second playoff game. I covered that already. So yes, it is all a sign of what's going to come. Now that we have the NBA Finals schedule, maybe this may connect to the end of the NBA Finals, since right now, if I had to make a prediction, I'd probably have to say the Warriors in 5, I think, over the Celtics in the NBA Finals, as of today's date. Let me go to my other video since someone claims that the schedule for the NBA Finals already came out. Going to Marcus Smart. Going to the comment section. Wonder how Rogibio knows. Game 6 will be Donald Trump's birthday, so who knows about that? Or the end of a dynamic Warriors streak. So that would be, going back to my video here, June the 11th. The number 11 may take precedent of what's going to come. Kyrie Irving and, you know, LeBron James and New York, the 11th state and whatnot. 54 days from the death of Erin Popovich to the NBA Finals. It is Jesuit order and gematria that equals 54. But 57 could take precedent too. 57 days from April the 18th to June the 14th. It is the Warriors win the NBA title in gematria that equals 127. So you can never say never that we can see 6 games in the NBA Finals. So you really can never be so sure right now at this point. A lot can happen between now and the end of the NBA Finals, and we may even see more clues of what's going to come. But the number 67 takes precedent. It is Gregg Popovich's birthday of January the 28th, and the day of his wife's death is a time span of 81 days, 11 weeks and 3 days, when you do not include the end date. But 81 is a very strong connection. 8 weeks in 1 day from April the 18th to June the 14th. Maybe Popovich's gematria. Any more details in the article? I won't be surprised to see the Spurs win, but the Warriors are going to move on to the next round. But the death of Erin Popovich, a sign of what's going to come for the Golden State Warriors in the number 67.